It is good to have your company this morning as we come to you live from SeaWorld. Let's talk about Facebook. Now, since it started, it's all been about bringing people together, but now it's been blamed for tearing people apart. Law firms in the UK say that 1 in 5 divorces can be blamed on the social networking site. Well, to explain, we're joined by family lawyer Fiona Reid and psychologist Joe Lamble. Good morning, girls. Thanks for your company. Joe, if I can kick off with you, just put it in perspective how Facebook can break up your relationship.
Well, last week, you remember, we warned about how text messages can lead to divorce. And now comes another timely warning that social networking sites can get you in serious trouble, not just if you're a teenager. Years and years ago, we used to hear about people who got in chat rooms and got into cyber relationships with people they didn't even know. In fact, left their marriages for people they didn't know. And then came sites like Friends United, especially in the UK, that's been blamed for a lot of divorces because people hooked up with their old flames, often their first loves, and left their marriage for that. Now I'm hearing more and more people catching their partners out by finding flirty messages on their Facebook. Messages from so-called friends that ends with lots of kisses and lots of sexual innuendos. And that can really cause so many problems between couples. And also finding photos, and they might not see them themselves, but they might hear about them from a friend who said, wow, I saw your partner online on someone else's Facebook. It looked like they're having a good time with someone else, so it's pretty scary.
Fiona, it'd be pretty devastating to find your partner is, up to stuff on Facebook. But then, in the legal perspective, can it be used as a legitimate reason for divorce?
Technically, you don't need a legitimate reason for divorce. You just need your relationship to break down. But obviously, if you're in a marriage and involved in an intimate relationship with somebody else online or in Facebook, then that's going to be a contributing factor to the breakdown of your marriage. So yes, it definitely will have an impact.
So would it give you something like, evidence, having Facebook maybe, that your partner is having an affair?
Evidence of the affair itself won't assist because we have a no-fault divorce system in Australia. But if you go on Facebook and brag about weekends away or nights in hotels or lavish gifts that you've been getting as a component of that relationship, and your spouse is able to prove that joint matrimonial funds were used to fund that affair, then the spouse is going to have a fairly good case for saying that money that should have been used for the family has been wasted on this extramarital affair, and that will assist the spouse's property case. So that evidence will certainly be useful.
Yeah. Joe, I read about a case too where a couple broke up via Facebook, that the gentleman, the husband, posted a thingamajigamy, whatever you call it, that he was splitting up with his wife. Is that ever a good idea?
No, how hard would it be? Even to if you were just dating someone and you saw that they changed their status to single, that would be devastating. But to hear that someone's going to divorce you via Facebook, not only would that be devastating, but it'd also be incredibly embarrassing, and it shows a lot of lack of respect from the partner, and also, yes, just a lot of weakness by having to do that on Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. Joe, has Facebook, the internet, all of those sort of social networking type things, have they had a big impact on divorces and marriages?
Yeah, they have, because it is so easy to get chatting to someone online, either an old flame or somebody who's just added you to their page. And those conversations can get very, very intense. And those sort of intense conversations should just be between partners. And so that's what interferes, because you start talking to someone else online. You start talking to someone else that you should be sharing all those intimate thoughts with your partner, and that is what's leading to the breakdown of relationships. Really dangerous.
Yeah, all right. Joe, Fiona, thanks, ladies, for your time very much. I appreciate it. Have a happy Christmas.
Thanks, Mel. You too.
All right. Barrett's, back to you.
Mel, thank you very much. Cyrus and the girls, I think it's about time you did some work for us. I think I've picked up the hang of doing this, Mel, so I'm just going to send them off for something a little bit special. Coming up, Fifi and Simon have some fun testing out SeaWorld's best rides. But next, this morning's news and sport headlines and today's weather. This is Sunrise live from the Gold Coast.